Welcome to the Turtle Club! Okay, guys, I am really not happy right now.
Why not?
Hello.
This movie sucks, dude.
You
What movie?
suck.
Welcome to the Turtle Club, everybody.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we're watching Kangaroo Jack a shit ton this year. And, let's go around the table and talk about how much we've watched it. My name is Eli, and I have seen Kangaroo Jack 23 times in 2023.
Okay. All right, Dave, you go.
My name's Dave. I've seen Kangaroo Jack 24 times.
Yes. Okay. Hi, my name is Michael, and I've seen Kangaroo Jack 5 times.
Wow.
I caught up, you sons of bitches.
Huh,
I caught up. You guys gave me shit last time, and I fucking caught up.
Finally on top for
whatever.
once.
And we have a guest.
A returning guest.
Hi, my name's Christy, and I've seen Kangaroo Jack 6 times.
Yeah, thank
Probably
fucking
more
God.
than that,
Just
honestly.
Probably like 8,
It's
but I
probably
wasn't paying
like
attention
8
for
or-
most of it.
I know it's not 10.
Yeah, so Christy was here last year. He's a good pal of ours. I know his father is a fan of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So last time
Yeah.
Christian was on, Eli got mad at me because he had to cut so much of what I said out. So I'm hoping not to do that again.
I'll
Well,
try
Christy
not to.
brings out the worst in people.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so true. They always say
Pretty
that about me.
justified.
Yeah, so I just want to address so now is usually the moment where we go over like how we're feeling mentally. So I want to go over that. For those who don't know, my goal this year was to stick to basically like once a week if I could, because last year I went way over. And I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I watched it 8 times since we last
Yeah.
recorded.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
boy.
can't stop, man. There's
No,
stopping.
what am I'm not even doing this on purpose. I swear to God, like
You have
I
to.
went
What the hell are you doing?
I went to count it. Like I just watch it whenever I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen it. And then I
Yeah.
went to count it like before recording today, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why did I watch it 8 times? I didn't have to do that.
But you did.
You watched it
But you
twice
did.
over your needed monthly allotment. Congrats.
Listen,
I
I'm coming
hate
out.
this.
I think I'm going to come out with some really shocking news for everyone. I'm doing great. I'm feeling awesome.
That is
I'm
kind of
actually-
shocking.
I'm
That is
enjoying
shocking.
this movie.
You're usually in like the 6th layer of hell watching
Wait,
Kangaroo Jack.
you're enjoying this movie?
Yeah, and something we'll talk about later that we all have discovered, or Eli, I guess, discovered. It just made it even better.
Yeah, that helped a little bit.
helped a
Dave,
lot.
how you feeling?
Normally, surprisingly, not too bad. This movie's really drawn out the forced extrovert in me because it's a nightmare to watch by yourself. So I am just doing whatever I can to draw people into watching with me. And
Yeah,
this is like,
no, you always
yeah.
are in Discord being like, you wouldn't.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
would watch
wouldn't.
Kangaroo Jack.
No,
It, like-
The more
well-
people I get to watch with me, the less worse it is for me.
I feel like there's like a portioned out like happiness amongst the 3 of us, and like when one
Yeah.
person is especially
Yeah.
miserable, the other 2 are
other people
feeling
are
good.
happy, right? There's
Yeah,
like
we're
a
just on that
dial.
upswing.
Yeah,
Like there's it's like slices of a pie, and you guys
Right.
took 2 halves of the pie, and I have no pie.
Yeah,
I'm
Michael,
just
what the
left
hell? Give him
miserable
back
and
his
hating
slice.
it.
uh huh.
I am like, just today I was watching it, and my wife walks into the room and she goes, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just watching Kangaroo Jack." She's like, "Oh my God, you looked like you were worried about something."
You are.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
am." I'm like, "Well, I usually try not to watch it like when she's
Yeah.
home because I know how much she hates it." So like she doesn't know my behavior when I'm watching
Yeah.
Kangaroo Jack, and I kind of do shut down.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what
Jesus.
it is.
It's
That's
miserable.
what you listen. Kangaroo Jack is a good motherfucking movie. Okay.
Don't say that.
That's really, really pushing that.
That's
yeah,
not
this
that's
is
objectively untrue.
Yeah, no,
that's
that
a
is
lot. We'll get
blatantly
into
a lie.
your section.
No.
Christy,
No.
how do you feel about Kangaroo Jack?
Oh, I love it.
Better or worse than Master? Better or worse than Master of Disguise?
That's tough because it's more I think you guys have definitely probably talked about this, but it's more competently made.
Yeah.
But it's so much harder to watch
No.
repeatedly.
Yeah. Until you understand the movie.
Sorry.
You truly see through the eyes of waffles.
Yeah. No, listen, you guys need to understand. That's a deep cut, Dave.
Waffles the dog? That's not a deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
Who wouldn't get
Deep
that?
cut. Only real fans will understand that
Waffles
one.
prominently in the movie.
Yeah, only real fans will get that one.
Oh, okay.
Christy, you've sort of been on the sidelines during the entirety of our little social experiment here. How do you feel about us doing this again?
I'm surprised you guys did it again, like based on, what I know that you guys went through the last year.
Yeah.
And I'm also surprised you chose such a long movie. But
yes, that is the worst part of it. I think is that I miss the 72 minutes of Master of Disguise.
Yeah.
So much. It's so much easier. It's so much easier to fit it into your day, and I miss that immensely.
Well,
and
you know what's even worse? If this movie had good pacing, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. But you feel those extra minutes,
especially the multiple endings. Just fucking get it over with.
There's no ending.
Because I think this movie, before credits, the original cut of the movie, the one that came out in theaters, is 84 minutes. I think is what it is. And then after credits, it's an hour 29.
Yeah.
But so that is 12 extra minutes of watch time than Master of Disguise if you don't include credits.
And it adds up.
You feel those 12 extra minutes. Those 12 extra minutes at the end are fucking long.
So long. It's the worst part of the movie.
We've spoken about this before, but the last 20 minutes of this movie they just keep going.
Oh my god, yeah. Holy crap. Just end the fucking movie. But
the
there's
span
another 3 endings.
From the when Charlie rescues Lewis from falling over the cliff to when it actually ends is an insanely long amount of time for no
another 10,
reason.
15 minutes, yeah.
And it tricks me every time. I should be used to it by now, but around that time I'm like, oh, okay, it's almost over. Whatever, let's wrap it up. No, it keeps going. And then he gets the jacket off of Jackie Legs and he says his goodbye, and then they have their then they walk away, and then Jackie Legs comes back with his family, and then that whole fucking thing happens, and then okay, it's over, and then you get the epilogue where they're on the boat, and then then that's over. Okay, it's over, and then you get the Jackie Legs shit at the end, and that always
you and Dave watched it in Discord the other night, and he ended it at that part, and I felt dirty. It felt gross to end it there. It felt like I was cutting out part of the movie.
Less than 5 minutes.
But it feels like an actual part of the movie. That's the problem. It's not
it's not even 1 minute. I think it's 34 seconds or something like that. Is the Jackie Legs segment at the end.
10 minutes.
If you're really that upset, I can go back and watch it at
maybe
1/10 speed.
Yeah, please do that.
The whole
movie?
No.
No, just the last 30 seconds.
You should do the whole movie. You should do the whole movie like that.
You would do the whole movie.
The whole
you guys wouldn't.
You're right, I'm not.
But we're when Master of Disguise had that really long ending with the extra scenes in the credits, but that felt like I could end it there.
I didn't feel guilty cutting it off before the credits.
Yeah.
In Master of Disguise, this you can't. It's still the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucked. Christy, what is your life experience with Kangaroo Jack? Did you watch this before this year?
I saw it as a kid a couple times, on Cartoon Network and probably on DVD. I think we had it on DVD.
I keep forgetting it was on Cartoon Network.
But the only thing I ever remembered was them walking through the desert and crashing their Jeep. Those were and obviously the talking and dancing kangaroo from the commercials. But that was basically all I remembered. So almost nothing about the actual plot of the movie. I just know they get stranded in Australia.
So what were your feelings on it?
After rewatching it? Or
no, before you watched it this year, how did you feel?
I thought it was fine and funny. I remembered it. When you guys brought it up, I was like, yeah, I remember that movie.
Right.
Yeah, I remember talking about it.
I genuinely remember that movie, but I don't think I remembered how awful and long it was, and I don't know if I
Yes.
ever I probably didn't sit all the way through it ever.
So
Right.
remind me, because I was pretty not sober at this point. Did you watch this with us New Year's Eve night, or like January 1st at 2 a.m. or
No,
whatever it was?
I don't think you did.
I don't think so. No.
Because like other people watched it with us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't think
can't
I don't think they'll ever watch it again. I think we
No,
ruined that
God,
for them.
no.
Who?
Yeah.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I'll tell you later. I'm not gonna name
Oh,
them
okay.
right now.
No, they're not guests on the pod or anything. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
but they
certain people.
I probably ruined their New Year's because we were just like, okay, Happy New Year's. Hey, I know how we're all playing these games together and everything. Eli and I are gonna ruin that.
No,
to
I did
watch.
think about that because it was kind of a buzzkill. Like, if you
Yeah.
remember, like we had this whole big group in Discord all celebrating New Year's, and then at like 12:30 we decided to watch Kangaroo Jack, and half the people left to go to a different voice channel.
Yeah, because they were like annoyed. They're like, oh, you guys are done.
We like
Okay.
ruined the whole vibe for everybody.
Yeah.
We brought in
Teaching
their
fire
2023 in
safety
a
during a
terrible
rave.
way.
Yeah.
It was bad. So I,
Should I get into my notes?
yeah, Michael,
Yeah, please.
you're going first on notes this time.
I'm excited to
ahead.
hear this because you're excited. So this is going to be a weird one.
Well, it's not that exciting. It's just, I don't know. It was uncomfortable. So, a couple things. Just to give context to the state I was in for this first note, because I didn't reread this until about 5 minutes ago. I have really bad health anxiety, so sometimes I'll get very anxious and like just like have like panic attacks about it. And so I was having a panic attack about it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch Kangaroo Jack during this. So while I'm like super anxious, I'm watching Kangaroo Jack, and then
wow.
my note says Jackie likes purposely. Okay, Christian, to catch you up in the listeners, to remind them, Dave and I came up with the theory that Jackie Legs, the kangaroo, is actually recruited by the FBI because the mafiosos would have their meetings at the zoo, and so the kangaroo knew everything. And so Jackie Legs it doesn't just look like Jackie Legs, it is Jackie Legs from Canarsie, and he's an undercover agent.
I mean, clearly.
Okay.
I don't
Christian.
know what Canarsie is.
All right. And you're not a real
in the
fan.
movie they say Jackie Legs from Canarsie. That's him.
So the theory, to add to the evidence of that, Jackie Legs purposely steals the jacket in Australia to find proof that they have it and to catch them.
What? Wait, are you saying he purposefully ran in front of the Jeep and got
Yes.
hit?
Yes.
Knowing that they would put the
Yes,
jacket
it was
on
like
him?
he's like a stuntman, yeah. He knew that he would be fine, and so he did that to try and get the jacket. And so once they
took
put it
the
on
bump.
him, yeah, he took a bump. And so,
A bump?
And so when he when he put the jacket on, he was like, "Oh, I know, I can just fucking run out of here," and that was his goal. And so that's why at the end, shut up. And so that's why at the end of the movie, when they are like when it like won't end, and Charlie goes up to Jackie Legs and he's like, "Hey, thanks." Jackie Legs isn't trying to like get away or run away anymore because he like got his job done. And he caught him.
Okay, so
And then the
entire
note.
time-
I'm sorry. Hold on. And then the note ends with, "I have colon cancer."
Oh,
In my notes.
and I just
so
want to
it's
emphasize
all-
to the viewer, to the listeners,
Wow.
he does not.
I do
No.
not. No, I do not.
Yeah.
But it's like
Spoiler
it's this huge note, and then it just ends with "I have colon cancer," and like
Yes,
six
Michael has
exclamation
medical
points.
anxiety.
God,
I'm glad that, you were clearly in a good place when you wrote all of that.
Yeah. But no, doesn't that make sense?
Okay,
Really
so
good place.
in your mind, Jackie Legs, this entire movie is him trying to get to Mr. Jimmy to turn in Lewis and Charlie?
No, he's trying. So they're doing the whole sting on the family, right? DiMaggio family.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh shit, they're sending these people to. They have insider knowledge because he's Jackie Legs from Canarsie that they're sending these two idiots to Australia." So he's like, "This is how we can catch them, and we can get Mr. Smith." So they worked with the Australian government, sent Jackie Legs over there because he's a kangaroo to blend in. He took the bump, got the jacket, caused everyone to come over there and catch him all.
That's
I love
such a
how you're
jump.
just calling it. I love how you're just calling it a bump.
You're
It's a
assuming
bump.
you're
You got
assuming
slammed
that
by
they
a
have
car.
because
Took a
Jackie
bump.
Legs is Jackie Legs. That's why they have the intel.
Yes.
There's a reason we're using
because he's
wrestling
high up in the
terminology.
thing. Like, they all know who he is. Like, he's in the mafioso.
Oh,
He's a mafioso.
So Jackie Legs is trying to get to Mr. Jimmy because he's
And-
working with the FBI.
Yeah, and so it's like, they were like, shit, we can kill two birds with one stone. That was the idea. So, like, the FBI is trying to get the Maggio family and trying to get Mr. Smith. And so they're like, oh shit, we can kill two birds with one stone since these two fucking idiots are going to... I almost said pansy-ass R-words. Going to...
That proves you've been watching this movie too much.
to Australia to kill two birds with one stone and get them both. Because they know Mr. Smith works with the Maggio family in the past.
So, but then why don't they arrest Lewis and Charlie at the end?
Because they didn't do anything wrong.
I think it's
you mean like at the beginning of the movie? They don't give a shit about that. That's a little...
Yeah, I think
okay.
it's a we used you as bait, so we're just
right,
gonna
right.
let you go.
So we're
without
gonna let it
telling
slide.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they do get away with that $50,000.
Yeah, they absolutely just walk off, and like it's mentioned that. They
No, but I
start
think
their
it's like
business with it.
you know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I was just made a reference to Saw 6, and I was like, no one's gonna understand this. Never mind.
No.
Is it sort of
What?
like a? Is it like a? Okay, this happened, and then in the mix-up, we just happened to lose this money.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, listen, we need... Our number one goal is to get one of the biggest hitman, like, ever. And the biggest mafioso ever. So, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, in terms of like,
so they're like, we'll just let it go.
action,
It's okay, whatever.
In terms of like a corrupt action, you can kind of just give them the money and say, "All right, get the fuck out of Australia." Like, because
Yeah.
they now have no
Yeah.
money
But
or
no,
connections besides
Yeah.
like the business, which is now shut down.
Right, so isn't it so obvious?
clearly.
I don't know about so obvious, but yes.
Yeah, like this is canon now, right?
Well,
What?
yeah, like
Okay.
No,
obviously.
what? Don't say yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
canon.
say yeah.
Oh, okay,
All
okay,
right.
Christy, refute this.
Yeah.
Well, clearly,
Prove me
Jackie
wrong.
Legs.
Prove me
Clearly,
wrong.
Jackie Legs was driving the boat at the end of the movie when he got the girl.
Oh my
Someone was driving the
God.
boat, and it had to be Jackie
Holy
Legs.
Shit.
I mean,
Oh,
there
I
was
didn't
like a
even
kangaroo
see that.
on the helicopter landing pad, so maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Who is driving the boat? That's a
Christian,
good question.
yeah, Christian, you made fun of me, but look who you are now. You're adding lore.
And like we already talked about how Christopher Walken was on that boat where Natalie Wood died.
Yeah.
So like,
What?
is that the same boat?
It was it Jackie Legs?
Was it Jackie Legs that killed that woman?
No way.
Dude, this is so obvious. Both things.
This
Are
is
so
so
obvious.
obvious.
Dave gone, no way.
Holy shit! How did we never think of this?
No way.
I'm telling you guys, this is like when Michael says that he is fine mentally. That's when you know he's really not.
Yeah, that's when you know he's really scraping.
Okay,
the barrel
but
for all his
listen,
lore.
I just want to, like, between the hosts, like, that's canon, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. I just
I
want
mean,
to...
I'll get
All
I'll
of
give
that?
into it.
Yeah. Yeah, every piece.
including Christy's contribution.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Christy.
definitely Christians.
Oh, you're
Definitely
welcome.
Christians.
Yeah, no.
But, like,
You're welcome.
now we can just refer to that as truth, right? Like, you know how we would refer to Cherry Pie Man as obviously Cherry Pie Man?
Of course.
I mean,
I'm-
well, hold on. Cherry Pie Man's actually real, so we
Yeah.
need to like make sure
We
like,
established
this is-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we established
like
that Cherry
outside
Pie
or-
Man's real.
Outside of the movie.
Yeah, just
Oh.
IRL.
If you eat 3 cherry pies in front of a mirror, he comes.
You have to eat 3 cherry pies?
3 whole
Entire
sides.
cherry
Yeah.
pie
That's probably why
In
he's never
front of-
shown up.
in a dark room in front of a
You're just
mirror.
crying in front of a mirror, eating cherry pies.
Alright.
He's gonna kill me.
Chew down.
You know that thing you do at sleepovers when you
Yeah.
sit in a dark room in front of a mirror and eat 3 entire cherry
Everybody
pies?
goes to a different bathroom and eats 3 cherry pies by themselves. You know that
Just
thing we
come
all
out
do at
looking
sleepovers?
rabid.
Guys, it was crazy. I couldn't see him, but I knew he was there because I threw up blood.
Throw up all this red stuff. Do you think I'm gonna die?
Guys, I'm pretty sure it's blood.
probably
this is a
cherries.
little smaller. But literally about, I can give you an exact time. At 7:21, where we started recording this around like 8, and so like 40 minutes ago, we got an email from someone that we know. Well, not know, but someone who emails us a lot. And they just said, we watched Kangaroo Jack. We didn't like it very much.
Wait, does that mean that this is Nicole?
This is, shout out Nicole, obviously.
Shout out Nicole.
Shout out
Yeah.
Cole.
So wait,
Shout out Nicole.
wait, that is a big deal. So Nicole finally watched it.
Nicole watched it, yeah. And then
Dude, hell yeah! Shout out Nicole.
I emailed them back, and then they said, okay, thanks. We will listen to the new episode when it comes out. I don't think we're going to watch the movie again, but I guess we'll still listen.
What?
Thanks.
You know what?
Wait,
That's fine.
Did we get anything more than that?
No, but that seems like so negative.
We just
Like-
got that they didn't like it and that they're not gonna watch it again.
Yeah. but
Nicole,
Wait,
But
how
they're
many
still
times? Like, that implies that they watched Master of Disguise multiple times
Right.
because of us.
Oh
And
yeah,
you know
what the hell? Then how many times
Yeah.
did you watch Master of
They
Disguise,
liked it.
Nicole? Come
That's a
on.
good question. Yeah, Nicole.
I'm
Yeah.
very curious. Nicole,
we're
and
asking Nicole to
and
answer
the
us. No one
significant
listens
other
this
that
far.
also emails us.
No one
Please
listens
let us
this
know
far
how
into
many
our
times
podcast.
you watched Master of Disguise, because it's obvious that you're only going to watch Kangaroo Jack the one time.
Hey, if you are listening this far in the podcast, email what's our email?
The TurtleClub69@gmail.com.
And say that you heard me say this, and Eli will Venmo you $5.
No,
that
I
really
won't.
easy?
But our
No.
Twitter is @TurtleClubPod.
Yeah. So I just thought that was funny how matter of fact they were.
We also got a couple other emails. We don't have to get super into it, but I do want to at least
Yeah.
like shout them out.
Yeah. You want to
Do
do
we
that?
say their name or like how's this
No.
go?
I say first names are fine.
Okay,
right?
so Sarah's been emailing us a lot, and she
Yeah, big shout out
probably
to
will never.
Sarah.
Hey, no, not shout out to Sarah, because I have a bone to pick with Sarah.
Shout out to
what's
Sarah.
this?
Every single time, because she's catching up on the first season on the Master of Disguise, so she's emailing about the Master of Disguise, and then she goes, "Oh, I just saw season 2's about Kangaroo Jack. Probably won't listen." And then like. She'll email me about Master of Disguise, and I'll be like, "Oh, and also we're doing Kangaroo Jack," and she's like, "Yeah, probably not gonna listen." Like,
Why
what
the
the
fuck
fuck?
are you blame her?
So you know what? She's not even gonna listen to this. So we're not shouting out Sarah.
But can
know
you
what?
blame her?
What?
Yeah, I can. This is a good movie.
What?
I've already been over.
Watch it at least once.
It's
At
a good
least
movie.
once.
That's something that I hadn't considered in my mind, that we would get fans from people who are catching up on our show.
Yeah,
We're on season 2.
it's like
Because
good
I've
nostalgia.
like reading through her emails is interesting because she it seems like she's been emailing us every couple episodes she listens
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
And she makes inside jokes and references to things we said that I have no idea what she's saying.
Yeah, no idea.
Like
I
at one
don't remember
point she
fucking
said
shit.
like something about like, if Allah allows me the time, I'm gonna watch this or something. And I'm
Yeah.
like, is that a reference to something we said, or is that just some weird shit Sarah's on?
Yeah, I
You
don't
Could be
know.
Muslim.
Email the Turtle Club Pod, Turtle Club 69. What's it? Turtle Club 69
@gmail.com.
at Gmail.
So Turtle Club 1 through 68 was taken.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were.
Can you believe it?
There's a
Yeah.
couple out there,
Not
man.
really.
You gotta watch out.
And then also we have to shout out Ray. So thank you for your email, Ray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out Ray.
Shout out Ray.
Hey Ray.
Dude, I love our fans, man. This is sweet.
Yeah, this
yes.
is the most emails we've gotten between episodes, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
so. I love emails. Keep sending them. I respond to them really quickly usually too. Unless I
Yeah,
don't
you know
see it,
what?
then I don't.
Let's do it from now on. We'll address emails during Michael's notes, since you're the one who
Yeah.
kind of handles that.
Okay.
You want to just
All right, we'll do
do you want to answer them on the podcast?
No,
I can-
Like, we'll just
I can
email
answer
them back
them
on the podcast.
Yeah, you can
no,
email
that
them
would
about
come to like a grinding halt while we try to figure out what to say.
it. Yeah, we can workshop in the pod. Okay, and then fun story. My fiance had to get her gallbladder out.
Okay.
And because she just had awful gallstones, so we went to this like surgery center and everything, and I was there and I was just waiting. It was only like a 3-hour surgery, so I was just gonna wait there. And it's like a serious surgery center. Like people are getting open heart surgeries there, like real shit, you know. and I am just sitting in the waiting room and I'm watching Kangaroo Jack on my laptop because I was just gonna watch it like as long as I was waiting there on repeat. And halfway through the second viewing, this family next to me starts bawling, and then I take out my earbuds, and they're talking about how their grandma just died mid-surgery.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
And I swear to God, I am on the camel farting scene.
Oh.
Oh no.
So I take out my left earbud, and in my left ear, all I hear is like, she was so spiritual. She's right with God. She wasn't afraid. And then I just hear like...
Just loud farting out of the other earbud.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Yeah, what were you hearing in the earbuds though?
Yeah. and then
Yeah, Michael, that was very rude of you to fart at a time while they were going through
No,
that.
it was lit.
And then I'll hear like, I just wasn't ready to say goodbye, and then like just the worst comedy you'll ever see in the other earbud. And it really was probably my favorite viewing I've ever had.
What?
Because it was so fucking weird that it made the movie interesting. I was like
Michael
looking for weird things
arc.
that would
that would give me an existential crisis.
It gave me, it was like a hit of heroin, you know, like it just like
What?
It was.
In
It's
what
just
way?
too.
Heroin
it was like,
was
I was
asleep.
it was like, it's like I've been like so far behind, and like I don't, the high doesn't hit anymore, and I'm just so like apathetic about watching these now. Like the End of Master of Disguise was like that, and all Kangaroo Jack was, but this was so bizarre that it just was like that high came back. You know, I caught the dragon.
You know, I'm kind of gonna back Michael up on this because not with like the heroin comment, but more of like we started this podcast comparatively to like Master of Disguise with like half a barrel.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we went into Master of Disguise kind of like all hopes,
excited,
kind of be like, excited, this is gonna be great, and then like it got worse as it went. But now that we're on season 2, we knew this was like a bad kind of movie going in, but we didn't realize how bad it was. So like we started with a half full barrel, and we're just dumping it each time we watch this.
If you start with a full barrel and dump half out every viewing, you'll never get like to zero.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically where we're at. That's actually quite interesting, Dave.
Yeah, but but this was like I just got more, you know, like it was more water.
You just got a little
it
fill
filled you back up. This terrible tragedy
because it was so bizarre. It was such an uncomfortable way to be
that feels like a really
this.
weird story that you can't just sort of fake. It just sort of has to happen.
Yeah, and it was just so...
It sounds like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like Curb.
Like,
except like for Larry, like his headphones would stop working or something.
Or he'd like tell them to quiet down.
Yeah, so he can hear his
I'm
movie.
trying to listen to these camels
I'm
fart
trying to
over
watch
here.
my movie over here. It's just camels farting.
That is horrifying. By the way, I haven't watched it yet, but I found out that the DVD, one of the special features, is a featurette specifically on how the sound mixer made the camel fart sounds.
Oh.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a featurette called Behind the Gas.
What?
I mean, they got awarded for that, so...
They got, no. It wasn't the camel fart they got awarded for. It was Lewis's fart.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, so it's different. That was real.
Yeah,
That was the
Anthony
most...
Anderson just went for it.
Yeah,
he was sickly.
He improvised that scene.
Yeah, a real improv champion. You really got to give him credit here.
Honestly, one of the best pieces of improv acting I've ever seen.
That was one of the most violent, unhealthy, like voiding your bowels farts I've ever heard in my life.
He completely heaves mud for the
Anthony
comedy level.
Anderson just absolutely shit his pants on camera as part of an improv bit.
He sprayed mud butt.
I mean,
I-
that's already happened on this season of the show.
That's true. Eli
We're just
Sharting.
connecting with the actors.
Yeah. You know what? I'm an empath, you see.
Yeah. So
So when Lewis sharted all over that camel, my body just as a reaction empathetically sharted.
Every time you watch it, or just once?
We're not going to get into if it happens every time.
Yeah, we don't need... Let's just say the diaper industry is going through the roof.
Yeah, let's just say...
I'm eating a lot more cheese these
to
days.
affect their stock price.
Alright, Michael, do you have any more notes?
No, I think that's it.
That's, no, if that surgery, gallbladder, like, grandmother thing happened to me, I genuinely think I would, like, turn my life around. I'd be like,
what am I doing,
this is
man?
it. This is the day, guys. I'm gonna learn an instrument. I'm gonna go vegan. Every decision I've made in life has led me to this exact moment where a woman's family is remembering her in death as I listen to a camel fart. Maybe something went wrong along the way.
No, but see, the same thing happened to me, but I found the joy in life.
You found God at the bottom of a camel fart?
Yeah, in Kangaroo Jack.
Oh God, at the bottom of a camel fart.
All right, you want to get into your stuff?
Yes, I would absolutely love to get in my notes. So one thing that I want to get into right away is, so I was sort of inspired. I watched a recent episode of South Park, where the children get really into using AI or Chat GPT to do their homework for them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I decided that during one of my viewings, I would have Chat GPT give some reactions for me. So I asked Chat GPT to write a fan fiction about Kangaroo Jack.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it for you guys right now.
Yes.
This is an AI-generated Kangaroo Jack fan fiction.
Wait, I mean,
okay, wait.
How spicy are we getting here? Because I mean, if you start bringing in like Shadow or My Little Pony characters, I can't help myself.
Let's just let him read it through, no interrupting. I want to get through this. I want to hear it. I want to digest it all at once like an audiobook.
It was a bright sunny day in the outback, and Kangaroo Jack was out enjoying it. He was hopping around, bouncing across the grassy plains with a big smile on his face. He was having the time of his life, and he didn't want it to end. Suddenly, something caught his eye from the corner of his gaze. It was a small yellow object with a familiar shape. He hopped closer and found that it was a pack of gummy bears. He was so excited, he quickly hopped away with the gummy bears to find a spot to enjoy his treat. Jack found a tall tree and hopped up onto a sturdy branch. He could see for miles around him, and it was a beautiful sight. He opened the pack of gummy bears and started to munch on them one by one. The sweet taste and chewy texture sent him into a state of bliss. Jack took a moment to look around and appreciate all of the beauty the outback had to offer. He felt so lucky to be able to enjoy such a wonderful place, and he was grateful for the little things, like these gummy bears, and that made it even more special.
Is that it?
That is the fan fiction that the AI wrote.
That's
I kinda
fun.
like it.
That's cute.
I thought it was extremely wholesome.
Yeah, it's like a little like kids book.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like a
it's
kid's
like
picture book.
just like, I guess he likes gummy bears.
Yeah. And then you cut to like this scene where he's watching the plane crash.
I would pay $1,000 or someone to animate that for me.
It was no, that was very sweet. I also asked the AI to write a story about Michael watching Kangaroo Jack.
Okay, all right.
This one's a little shorter. Michael had been excited to watch Kangaroo Jack since the day he heard it was coming out. He'd heard all about it from his friends and couldn't wait to see what the movie was all about. So on the night of its release, Michael grabbed his popcorn and settled into a seat in the theater. As the movie started rolling, Michael was immediately taken in by its charm. The story of two friends, Charlie and Lewis, trying to cover up an accidental kidnapping of a kangaroo and ensuing shenanigans, had him laughing uncontrollably. The best part of the movie for Michael was watching Charlie and Lewis interact with their new companion, Kangaroo Jack. The hilarious
hold on,
sight
is
gags.
this just describing the plot? Oh,
The
sorry.
hilarious sight gags and slapstick comedy was perfect in the world they created and made Michael forget he was even in a movie theater. For Michael, Kangaroo Jack was an enjoyable and fun movie that he highly recommends to others. He'll never forget the time he spent in the theater watching it and will always remember it with fondness.
So are they just like? Was this just like tracking Michael on his average day or what?
That was really bad.
How'd they know?
That
What are
was
you talking about?
That just got in. That just got into like describing the plot of the movie for like.
Not even.
Ever.
They said that they accidentally kidnapped a kangaroo. That doesn't happen in the movie.
I know, but like what they thought the movie was like.
And that's you enjoying it,
I
bud.
don't know. That
It
was
sounds like you enjoyed the movie.
ChatGPT. There
You go.
Is really impressive though, because that exact thing did happen to me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's obviously stalking you.
Yeah.
But no, those are the things I'd use the AI for. But I honestly thought that was very interesting. I liked the fan fiction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the story's wholesome.
I thought it was very sweet. Yeah, Michael says he'll pay someone $1,000 to animate it.
$1,000.
And
make a short film.
and Christy will pay you $1,000 to animate Michael watching Kangaroo Jack in theaters.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that right, Christy?
Yep.
So then, I just a few observations. Like, I don't have a whole lot of notes for a lot of these viewings. One thing I noticed is, when Lewis is taking a picture or trying to convince Charlie to take a picture with the dead kangaroo, he goes, "Come on, just one pic for the Brooklyn crew." Who else is in their crew?
You know.
Yeah. Is
The
it,
dog?
is it for like waffles?
It doesn't make it. They don't make it seem like they have a very large group of people in their friend group. It just
No.
sort of seems like a duo. So who is
Yeah.
this crew that they're referring
That's
to?
who they're sending the Christmas card to.
Yeah. Like, but who are those people?
Maybe
I don't even...
maybe it's like there's a larger friend group, but they're like the Stan and Kyle, you know, like
Oh, they're like the
obvious close ones.
subgroup. Yeah.
Yeah.
something like that. So similar to last year. So last year, if you guys remember, right around the time that WrestleMania was coming about, I decided to sync up a watch of Master of Disguise with my favorite WrestleMania of all time, which is WrestleMania 17.
Nice.
Which is funny because Christy and I actually recently rewatched that.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I decided to keep it a little bit more on topic, a little bit more current events. I decided to sync up Kangaroo Jack to night 1 of WrestleMania 39, which is the most recent one that just aired like 4 days ago.
We watched
Okay.
that together.
We did. And I rewatched the first hour and a half of it with Kangaroo Jack.
So your second viewing.
Yeah. I didn't watch the entirety of night 1 again, but it ends right around that the 6-woman tag match with Trish, Lita, and the Damage Control folks.
Yeah.
The matches that it covered are the John Cena versus Austin Theory, the 8-man like tag team thing, and of course Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. We're all big Logan Paul fans in here.
Huge Logan Paul fans, and just like
Christian
last
knows.
year, it doesn't bring up my enjoyment of Kangaroo Jack. In fact, it makes it very hard to pay attention to it because I just want to watch the wrestling on the other part of the screen. But I kept having to be like, no, you have to watch Kangaroo Jack, and eventually I just like had the audio of the WrestleMania and the visuals of Kangaroo Jack. I did that about halfway through. It's not a good viewing experience, but it is something different.
Yeah.
Something to talk about here at least. And then my most recent viewing was just today, and we'll get into it when we get to Dave's notes, because every single one of us watched the movie in this fashion.
We're saving it for Dave?
Yeah, we'll save it for Dave. Dave said that that's most of his notes anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's
we'll...
the
Yeah,
majority
fucking
of my
course it
notes.
is. The
And
thing
I got,
that
like-
you do. No, the thing you do is most of his notes.
It's and we'll talk
No, I
about
don't-
it when we get there. It'll be a good way to end out the episode anyway, just because something interesting. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't so this is one thing that we've talked about before is that this movie has a sequel, and
Good day, USA.
none of us
USA.
has watched it yet.
No, we
I'm
want to
still
save
saving it. Yeah.
You gotta wait.
Well, no, just like how the director's commentary last year was sort of a break glass in case of emergency type deal,
Yeah.
this movie has more content to it than Master of
yeah.
Disguise did. Like,
Yeah.
there's like a lot more to get out of this. There's a whole sequel, and the sequel has special features on the DVD. I have the DVD.
Ooh.
Isn't it like all animated too?
Like, I have no idea, but probably. But the regular version of Kangaroo Jack has has 2 different commentary tracks.
Ooh.
One of which with the director and actors, and one of which with Kangaroo Jack himself.
Oh, that sounds like it would be awful.
Sounds like it would be god awful, but we have to eventually.
Yeah.
But like by this time period last year, I definitely watched the special features on Master of Disguise at this point. And so
Yeah.
far, I haven't felt motivated enough to do that for Kangaroo Jack. Now, that either means that Kangaroo Jack has enough content for us to fill these episodes without
does not.
like doing the extra shit, or it's just so terrible that we aren't interested in.
It's
the
yeah, I
extra
don't
stuff.
care enough about like the backstory. Like I was looking more into Master of Disguise and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about this movie. I'm gonna be honest, and this is bad. I can't name the director off the top of my head.
You can. We did this last month, really?
Oh yeah. David McNally. Okay, I looked it up.
Yeah, McNally. We had this exact same conversation last month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
It's but I mean,
It's
like
so
so much
boring.
of this movie is just in one ear and out the other because
Yeah.
I don't want to retain it.
yeah.
No, like it's hard. Like there. Okay, so without getting super into detail, this new version of the movie we found has some different lines in it,
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah.
and there was some moments where I was like watching very intently, listening for new dialogue, and I heard something. I'm like, is that new dialogue, or is that just something that I glazed over in my mind
Yeah.
because I hate this movie
I had
so
the same
much?
thing.
Okay, I was worried that I was also doing that.
Yeah.
Like- It's very real. And so again, we'll get more into that when we get to Dave's notes. But that's interesting. Another thing before I end out my notes here is I do want to address something about Master Disguise that happened recently.
oh.
Dana
yeah.
Carvey addressed it, guys.
Yep.
He said that
Yep.
he was in a turtle costume during the 9/11 thing, which contradicts what Perry has said.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, because why? Because it wasn't on 9/11. Like
Yeah,
the
the
original
story
is
of
half-
Perry is that it wasn't on 9/11, but when they took a break, and then when they started filming a few weeks later, the first thing they shot was the Turtle Club scene, and they had
Yeah.
a moment of silence.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
thing he never confirmed is if
Is
Dana
if he was
Carvey
in-
was
I
in
gotcha.
the makeup.
I got
Dana Carvey confirmed that yes, he was in full turtle makeup when they had their prayer for the victims of 9/11.
He also did
Yeah.
like mention a weird one that like the shell comes off on Velcro, so it just sort of
Yeah.
like can pull off and attach, which was funny
Yeah.
because it's like you could take that off, but he even mentioned it's like, yeah, for me to get all the makeup and all the ball cap and stuff off, it's like another half hour, so we're just not gonna do it. And I'm awkwardly holding hands, looking around at everyone, going, "This is kind of ridiculous, right?"
Yeah.
He mentioned it on his podcast that he has with David Spade. And
that
he's
my
not
dad
the one that
listens
brought it
to.
up. David Spade found the rumor on Twitter
Yeah.
and brought it up.
Yeah.
And Dana seemed like he didn't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to be known that yes, Dana did finally address it, and that like even though it didn't happen on 9/11, he did
Might
wear
as
the
well
turtle
have.
thing.
Yeah.
We did it, folks. Case closed.
Yeah, so more like that is straight up confirmation from Perry and Dana that the same
Yeah.
events occurred.
Go out and update that IMDb trivia now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now.
Add us in there as a source, according to the
Yeah,
source
add
of
us.
podcast.
Yeah, get Dana back here to watch Kangaroo Jack with us.
Yeah. If anyone can get me in contact with Dana Carvey, I will Venmo you $100.
Yeah, we'll give you $100 and we'll force Dana to watch Kangaroo Jack. I'm sure he'll love it.
Yeah.
So that's my notes. I I don't know. I'm like I said earlier, I'm really miserable right now. I'm trying not to lose it. Like I mentioned earlier this year that like to fight freezing to death, you have to actually like push through it. You have to fight.
Yeah.
You have to like do some shadow boxing to get your blood pumping. And
Yeah.
like I'm really trying to fight through this. I'm trying not to succumb to the cold. I'm trying to think of gimmick watches. Like I did the WrestleMania thing.
We did the reverse thing.
The AI thing. I'm trying to think of things to do that are like something to talk about here.
No, here's the thing though. Once you see how good this movie actually is, you won't need to do that anymore.
What is that going to happen to be at 25 viewings?
It is. It's like, you know, when your brain is like fully developed at 25.
I'm only 2 behind you, but it's a huge difference.
Huge.
And like again, I'm also failing myself. Like I made a whole big deal about like wanting to stick to like 4 a month, but I didn't do that.
No, I mean shit, you doubled, man.
I feel like it's like I'm trying to kick a drug and it just keeps like happening to me and I just can't get over it. I really wish I could just do this a minimal amount of times, but like I don't keep like super strict track of the weeks, so
Yeah.
I just like watch it whenever I like feel like it's been too long, and I guess I've been watching it every like 3 or 4 days now, and that sucks.
No, it's good.
You're so delirious, you're just watching it.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like I'll just throw it on. I'm like, oh yeah, I got some time. Like whatever. What am I doing? And then I didn't even realize that I had watched it. That like I knew I watched it a couple extra times, but if I were to guess, I would have guessed 6. I'm at 8. I fucking hate it. I really
good.
fucking hate it. All right, Christy.
Well, I didn't take any notes or anything, but I'll just talk about my experience with the movie. God, it's so over an hour and a half. It's so not okay.
It's so over an hour and a half. It really fucking is.
It really feels like it too.
Yeah,
it's rough.
Not.
It feels longer than like Dune.
It's just so unengaging, like the entire movie.
I have some things to say about like the thing that we're gonna talk about with Dave, but
we can get into it now.
Do you want me just to bleed into it so we can do yours and then like I'll follow up?
I mean, yeah, I don't really have much to say, anyways. I just
Well, okay. Do you have anything to say that it doesn't have anything to do with that?
Not really. No, this movie's so fucking
Wait. Didn't your father watch Kangaroo Jack?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Good. What's your dad's name?
I think Justin. He was thinking about it. He was
watch Kangaroo Jack.
And Rachel was like, "No, I don't want to do that." But then he was like, "All right, I might watch it." He said he remembered it. Like I think he had watched it when I was a kid because we had it on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did watch Master of Disguise last year.
Oh yeah, no, he like followed along very intently with the first season.
So wait, he watched Master of Disguise, but he refuses to watch Kangaroo Jack. What the hell?
He just hasn't even started the pod either for this season.
Well, I think.
What a fake
okay,
fan.
well that sort of ruins. But I'm just saying, like Dave, we don't do a good job of selling this movie.
What?
I mean,
I am right now.
I mean, yeah, no shit. But like, do you
watch
really
this
like
movie?
They barely
It's
sold.
good.
The creators barely sold this movie.
No, you don't get it. It's good.
Because, like, I believe at this point I was still telling people to watch Master of Disguise just because of how bizarre it was.
Yeah.
In this case, I am not telling people to watch Kangaroo Jack. I'm actively saying, like, hey,
you know what?
Instead of watching Kangaroo Jack, just listen to us, like, bitch about it.
No, watch the movie.
You should watch it at least once.
Watch the movie.
Context.
Don't listen to us.
I feel like if you listen to the podcast, you should at least get one watch in. Even if it's like really bad, just get that watch in.
I
and
agree.
just get
Join
it
with
out
us.
of the way.
I feel like the more people that watch Kangaroo Jack because of me, the more like the worse the world I'm making.
Man, you're
Like,
blind.
I don't know, a lot of like what's that old quote? Like the measure of a man is leaving a better world behind than when he came into it. Like I am doing the opposite of that. I am creating a worse world by making people watch
the
Kangaroo
good
Jack.
word. You need to spread the good word.
No, this isn't a good word. Fuck off. What? What
You
good
don't get
word? There's no
don't get
thesis
it.
here. What is the theme of Kangaroo Jack? Tell me right. What is the lesson we're supposed to learn?
Friendship.
Yeah. The lesson: forgive and forget. Don't hold
What?
on to
The
those
kangaroos
In
people.
what
you
way?
away.
The lesson.
Please expound upon this. I would
Don't-
love to know.
Charlie should forgive Lewis and see the true power of friendship and not hold
What?
things
No.
over him.
Lewis
That's
is
not-
manipulative and awful. All right, no, I do. You know what? I do have something to say about this movie. Charlie's a huge pushover. Like he could have said no, but also he's not a good person. But also,
I think Charlie's a worse person than Lewis.
I don't know.
I don't.
No.
Lewis
Charlie's
is manipulative.
awful.
Lewis
Well,
manipulates
the sexual
him.
assault stuff was pretty rough, where he like absolutely just grabbed that girl's boob.
Yeah.
But also, he thought she was a mirage.
And she was cool with it, I guess.
Yeah, she was into it.
But also, Lewis
I don't
knew
know.
she was real and could have stopped it.
He
Yeah.
tried to, and Charlie shut him up.
Yeah, he went, Charlie. No, you
Yeah,
don't. That's not all you do.
If you're gonna witness a
That's
sexual
not all
assault,
you
you
do.
should do way more than like, hey,
Didn't
Well, he
they
was
just
tired.
Have like a, yeah, they just had like a
Check,
fight
please.
between the two of them right before that, right?
Yeah, but they were like
check,
rolling on the
please.
ground.
You guys don't fucking get it.
No, Charlie and Lewis are both
Then how-
pieces of shit.
They're
Yeah,
both
no, they're both
shitty,
awful.
but I would probably say Lewis is like the leader.
I don't know.
What's your guys' favorite part of the movie?
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know if I've ever thought of that.
No, I don't think we have talked about that.
I've never even
anyone
thought
have
of
one?
it though. I don't. There's not a scene I look forward to ever. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. There's two moments in this movie that they are like an oasis to me in a desert of nothing. I
Nice.
Wait, can I guess
genuinely
one?
love the guy going Charlie.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. Okay, that's a good scene.
Charlie,
I love that,
What are you
man.
doing here?
Your
Your father didn't say you was
coming. You
was
brought
not
the
coming.
heat. You brought the heat here,
You
Charlie.
brought the heat here, Charlie. I love that, and I also really love the camel farts.
Yo.
I
think
Oh.
The one
I
where
love-
he's like,
yeah.
Waffles, she's frozen with fear. And
Yeah.
he's just standing there.
Yeah,
That's all
that's
for
a
Just
funny
standing
line.
there.
I, as much as I shouldn't like the scene, I love when the villain says pansy ass R words. That always
Well,
gets
that's just because that's a bizarre thing that
Hey, like
It's so
I'm not
hard
saying
out of
this.
left
I'm not
field, yeah.
joking when I say this. Almost every time I watch the movie, it's like a jump scare because I forget how aggressively he says.
No,
it.
it's so out of nowhere. Like honestly, no, I understand what you're saying because that scene is at least interesting in a
He says it,
negative
yeah.
way.
He
It's
says
bad.
it like he says it like he's like calling someone a slur.
Well,
he
it
says
is a slur.
so
He is.
I know, but like that, like a white person calling someone the N word in a movie or something. Like it's
Like,
so like
So is that
like,
your favorite
heavy.
part? That's your favorite
Yeah.
part of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
that scene I would count that if I were to make like a top 5 moments in this movie that I like on rewatch I like almost
Yeah.
find funny in a way that is on there, not because it's good, because it's terrible, it's an awful thing that he says and like it comes so out of nowhere, but because it's so out of nowhere it's at least interesting, like it wakes
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what,
without that jolt from that moment, I wouldn't be able to deal
It's
with
like
that
smelling
awful
salts.
long ending.
Yeah, it's like
I have another part that I thought was kind of funny is when they're in the plane and he actually shoots the pilot and
Yeah, he shoots
he's
Blue.
like, all right, Charlie, can you grab the steering thing?
Yeah.
And then Charlie grabs it, and then right when he grabs it, he like goes into full paralysis and he just
Yeah.
goes, oh.
yeah.
And he's just like rolling so hard, just tripping his balls off, flying a plane. That part's pretty funny.
Okay, why is that the best way to find a kangaroo according to Jesse? So I feel
He's
like Jesse was
"Oh,
pranking him.
You're looking for a kangaroo with a
Jesse-
sweater? You need a plane.
Float
Here's a gun.
A plane and a gun. You need a list.
Here's a gun for you to fire from that plane, okay?
Serious?
By the way, these are both free.
As the drunk
Yeah.
pilot. As the drunk
Here's
pilot.
Did they
the
pay
worst
out of
pilot I
pocket for
know.
that?
Flies
He was actually
down,
really good until he got shot in the back of the neck with a tranquilizer.
Yeah,
Flies
yeah.
down
I
next
can't-
to the kangaroo.
He was
pull
doing
out
really
the trank
good.
gun and shoot him. And then land the plane and go get it.
For being blackout
Jesse
drunk and
never
like
asked them, like,
overcaffeinated.
"Hey, how'd it go with that pilot?"
Also, where did she just was like wandering through the desert on a camel?
Yeah.
In the direction they were walking.
She was making her way over to Alice Springs to drop off the.
I know, but it's like a
two
1 in a
goalies.
million shot she ran into them.
Like, yeah,
oh, no doubt.
No way they run into each other like that.
As they're like giving up.
Yeah.
Like that. Like genuinely though, like Jesse definitely was just setting them up for failure, right? I don't.
Yeah, that was like. I mean, despite the fact that Lewis is just an insane shot for some reason, because I mean he was zoning in that fucking kangaroo from this.
Can you imagine how hard it would be to hit that shot? That's like.
You know what's also a funny thought I had on a recent watching is, you know when Mr. Jimmy shows up in the helicopter and Frankie takes one shot at him? Yeah. Imagine how lit it would be if he actually hit that shot.
Yeah.
He just knocks him out.
Crashes
like
the
in
helicopter.
one shot, Frankie with a handgun takes out a helicopter.
Just hits the pilot.
And then like he turns
incredible.
it right back on Charlie and Lewis, and they're like, "Whoa, dude."
Should we get into our special viewing?
Yes. Let me explain the backstory since I found it.
Yeah, please.
So the backstory, and we've gone into this before, is that this movie has gone through many different recuts because originally it was written and shot as an R-rated comedy called Down and Under, and then when it tested terribly, the studio started pouring money into it to turn it into a children's movie about a CGI kangaroo and called it Kangaroo Jack. So it went through many different test screenings until they got to the current theatrical cut. Online, by digging quite a bit, I was able to find a screener of an old cut of this movie. And it starts on almost like a DVD menu that's in, I believe it's Chinese. I couldn't say for sure, but it looks like Chinese lettering. And then the movie begins, and it is a different cut of this movie. It has different dialogue. It has a couple new entirely new scenes.
Yeah.
It has like added things. It has a brand new soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. So Dave, this is technically your note. So would you like to start this out on how interesting this is?
Yeah. So starting out, I've actually got 2 watches of this version in, and I'm watching it on silent in the background right now. The biggest thing that I've found about this is I think that this is the PG-13 cut.
I concur with this.
I think it's like, yeah, either PG-13 or like this was like it was PG-13 and they were told like, hey, you need to cut it to PG, and this was
because there's definitely a couple dams and asses in there.
There's a couple of dams, asses, the makeout scene when
it's way more sexualized.
Am I wrong? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Jackie Legs is in it less.
He is kinda, but he's in it differently.
You don't get quite as much of him just eating candy in the desert.
Right. Yeah.
So it makes sense that like it was PG-13 and then they cut it down.
Yeah, this was like we got
but also
our
this
movie
is longer.
down. And this version has
is it
licensed
longer?
music in it too.
Yeah, no, this version has a completely different soundtrack. But yeah, this is 128 minutes without credits. This version cuts off at the end with no credits.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So it's 128. So that means that it is longer.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Christy,
I like 4 minutes.
I'll just say this: I like it more.
I absolutely love this version more. Like it's an actual coherent movie. It's not great, but it's way better than the cut we get.
Like even like scenes are edited better and like paced better. I feel like
things flow better. We were talking about this. The fucking Sal vocab lessons joke is addressed more.
It's addressed multiple times.
Like, literally, at one point, Charlie says, like, I know you think Sal's kind of a joke with his vocab lessons and all that, but he's a serious guy. It's like, what? He said it!
Yeah.
So the joke is that Sal tries to, like, work his big words into conversation more. That's what it is.
Yeah. No, it's like
one of those calendars
addressed.
you get.
Everything is so much better. And
Dave.
Sal is like darker in it. Like he's like meaner.
He's scary.
Scary.
Did
yeah.
you guys?
Yeah,
Did
like-
you guys notice that like Dave? You always point this out when you watch it with me. That Sal like sits down for 2 seconds, then gets up after
Yeah.
saying that one
It's the
sentence.
busy
But in this
working-
cut, this
Yeah.
cut, he sits down and says it for like literally a minute and like talks.
He has a little monologue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks way better. It's way better.
That
Yeah,
that
but-
scene, all of Sal's scenes, so much better in this cut.
Yeah,
By the way, he says Charlie's got loser blood.
yeah.
And then he ends it with chicken blood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And in that same scene, he talks about how whenever someone would show up at their door to collect money, Charlie's dad would hide under the bed and send Charlie to open the door, which further implies our theory that Charlie or Sal or someone within Sal's organization killed Charlie's dad for owing
Yeah.
money to the mob.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is
Like, it's
such a weird thing that we found here.
I
'Cause
feel like
this
it's heavily
really
applied in that
does.
cut.
It's better.
All of the weird implications that you get with the original, with like our cut of the movie, are just proven in like this extended cut. I really feel like this movie would have held on longer if they released the PG-13 cut.
Like, it's not okay. I don't want to I don't want to exaggerate. It's not that much better.
It's
No,
not.
no.
It's not a better movie,
you-
but it's a
I-
more coherent movie.
Am I allowed to like watch this instead? Like, does it count as a watch every time?
Yes, but you have to watch the original at least once a month. You gotta.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I feel like this is kind of like.
I
the
would just
nice
rather
and
watch
treat.
this. It's just like it's an easier watch.
Don't
Not
make a
much
dinner out
easier,
of
but
dessert.
it is.
The audio has some fuck ups, and it is only 360p, and
Yeah.
in a way that's better.
Not to
In a
mention,
way.
like, it looks like somebody recorded this on like a handy cam.
Yes, it's very.
Yeah.
The whole thing is so strange, like, because so many things that we have been like theorizing on are addressed in this
they're
cut of the
confirmed.
movie. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
they're just-
we asked questions in the movie and it answered.
They're just here.
And when in my digging, I also found the original R-rated script of this movie. I have
Yeah.
not read it yet.
No, I'm gonna read it for next episode.
I
Are we
plan on
saving it
reading
for next episode?
Yeah.
All right.
And again, it's long. It's like 100 something pages. But I do want to read it because like there's like I need to know what of that survived all
Yeah.
of these reshoots. But at one point, near the beginning, Lewis says that he's gonna be 28 years old soon. He's 27.
Yeah.
How old did you guys think Charlie and Lewis were?
Like 30.
Yeah, I thought they were
30.
around 30.
Like 30 plus, yeah.
It bumps me out because I'm 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
same.
I'm older than they are.
Yeah.
This is I don't know. This was like a weird existential moment for me where it's like, oh, I'm as old as Charlie and Lewis in this.
I know, and they're like, we got to get better jobs. We're about to be 28. I'm like,
It's like, oh, this bums me out.
Oh boy.
Anna Carbone, Charlie's mom, gets a title card.
She shows up, gets a title card. There's a little bit of like a small kind of like fun scene
Yeah.
introing her.
Yep.
Like that, like she gets a character actually.
So
Lewis, we get a mention that Lewis had an invention, gloves made of Kleenex,
Yep.
So you can blow into your hands like God intended.
Yeah.
which is crazy.
So
I'd buy it.
one thing I want to point out was with the original cut of the movie, does it bring up the actual so the day that Charlie and Lewis met on the beach, does it bring up what actual day it is?
I don't think it mentions that it's Memorial Day. I think you're
yeah,
right.
in like the extended cut or the PG-13 cut, it says it's Memorial Day.
I don't know if it does. I'd have to pay more attention to
remember.
it. Because I finished watching this version of the movie like literally like half an hour before we started recording.
Yeah.
So I have not rewatched the original since then.
Yeah, I got about an
So
hour
there's
before.
some things that I'll have to confirm later on. There's more like lines added where Charlie like mentions that he wants a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the car, he's like, "Let's face it, Lewis, I'll never find the right girl."
No, and the creepy like I don't know, like bathing scene, I guess I would call it. That's more sexual.
Way more sexual. They play Butterfly by Crazy Town.
Yeah, and like there's like jokes like you snuck a peek, like stuff like that.
And it's like, come a lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly.
Like, stop looking. Well, I looked. Oh, I looked too. It does. By the way, it does say Memorial Day 1982. By the way,
in the original.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Damn.
At it now.
Every song in the soundtrack is different.
It's all licensed. Michael, I remember you specifically bringing up, it was during one scene you're like, this sounds like a Dre song, but just like...
Yeah.
Like off?
Is it the Dre song? I didn't even notice.
It is. It's the licensed song in the 13 cut.
Oh my God.
There's like montages in this that have...
I'm so glad I was correct. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
No, it's very funny. There's way more stock footage of animals just randomly edited into certain parts.
Yeah.
Which like weren't. That's not in the original.
It's so out of place.
I'm kind of
So
glad
clearly
that
stock.
they took it out for the final theatrical thing. There's different jokes. Like at one point, like when they're talking about Waffles in the original, they're like, "Oh, as long as Waffles doesn't dig up any bodies in the backyard, he should be fine." In this version, it's like, "Do you think Waffles will be okay?" He's like, "Yeah, as long as Waffles doesn't eat, bark, poo, or pee, we should be fine."
Yeah, I noticed.
And then
that,
even like dumb changes that make no sense, like when they're walking through the desert in the original, Charlie says like, "Oh, I think I just sweated out a yoo-hoo I drank in the 8th grade." In this version, it's a Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, I bet it was
different
sponsorships.
advertisers.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing, because like...
I bet it was like they were bidding, like, and then like Yoo-hoo like outbid them or something.
Yeah, I wonder if they filmed like a bunch of them.
I think it's actually I think it goes along the line of like, okay, yeah, we might have filmed a bunch on top of like a bidding war, because there are a couple of notable advertisements, like the Jeep being in the desert scene is a big one, and then the fucking the Fosters when you're in the bar, old Allison.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the Fosters you could just say is just like an Australian thing.
Yeah.
But that Jeep Mirage, like, is definitely just a car commercial.
Yeah, that's straight up a car commercial.
There's a new line when they've painted themselves and when they're trying to catch Jackie Legs. He's like, "Hey, hey, Lewis." He's like, "Yeah, please don't tell anyone back home we painted each other like this." It's like, so they painted each other?
I don't know why I thought that was funny.
Why would anyone care?
I know, it was such a weird comment.
Kind of added.
I know.
Oh, and Frankie's speech where he says the pansy ass R word thing is longer and more gruesome.
Yeah, it is.
Like he goes on to how he's gonna use their eyeballs as a necklace.
Yeah.
Like he says like a lot of weird fucked up shit. And Mr. Jimmy, like his joke about how like the Brooklyn vernacular is so beautiful to him, that joke lands better in this because he actually says a lot of more stuff.
Yeah, you get an actual fucking script.
I don't know. Is there anything that new here that I haven't mentioned?
I mean, really, we've pointed kind of all of it out. I still do truly believe that this is the PG-13 cut. And, I mean, just that alone, like, if this got released, I feel like would last a lot longer in people's minds. It would kind of be on the same plane as, like, Master of Disguise. I would still consider this movie, like, worse than Master of Disguise, but, like, a lot less worse.
And
I
like, there's
feel
a lot
like
of
the
jokes
problem is
in
it's
here.
not worse.
What? Wait, was that Christy?
I feel like the problem with it is that it's not worse. It's like
it's only like slightly
competently
better.
made.
Yeah.
It's competently made, but
like
so,
this
like,
looks like a studio movie, while Master of Disguise does not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Master of Disguise looks like a Benny Hill skit that goes on for an hour and 10 minutes. Like it looks like
It's like a
cheap
YouTube
television.
movie.
Well, I mean, it was like SNL writers and stuff, right? I mean,
yeah, it's like the opening of a nostalgia critic. Like,
No, genuinely, no. That's Michael. You are absolutely right. Especially like recent nostalgia critic skits. It's like one of those things where it has that same level of like
and
quality.
I know because I'm a huge nostalgia critic fan.
No, you always go crazy for it.
Yeah.
You have that tattoo.
Nostalgia critic.
There's even nostalgia critic. But there's even like jokes in this that aren't like PG-13. There's like, why did they cut this? Like after Charlie and Lewis escape from the cops, like they're swimming to get away, and Charlie sarcastically goes like, "So while we're at it, is there anything else you need help with today?"
Yeah.
And Lewis is like, "No, that's about it."
No, that's about it.
And like that's
kinda
actually
funny.
like a kind of funny exchange.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I don't know if it's just because it's new to me that I like it more.
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of funny.
I agree with you. I think I think it is like the actual funnier exchange. They really should have they should have left more of the 13 cut in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
things.
things.
It was just a better movie.
It really was, and I mean, like eventually we might dig up like the R-rated cut, what the movie was supposed to be.
God.
I guess if
I
we
would
do
kill
that,
for that.
I mean,
I would love if the R-rated cut was found. I mean, we have the script, and like, so we'll be able to tell if it was really that funny.
Yeah.
Someone like Arrow needs to like find it and like put out a 4K Blu-ray of it.
Yeah, somebody please
Yeah.
release the R-rated version of Kangaroo Jack. I like a down and under cut. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Oh my god.
Down and undercut.
I would watch the shit out of that. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Like
Yeah.
maybe we get to see some like Jesse Booby in that one. Maybe we get to see
Yeah.
some Charlie Balls. Who knows?
Dude, that's
Charlie
what I'm waiting on.
Balls.
I would love some Charlie Balls.
Some Charlie Balls.
Some sweaty Charlie Balls.
The
Yeah.
boys try Vegemite.
Sweatier the better.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 boys, 1 Vegemite.
They're like, how do we know that there isn't like hardcore penetration between Charlie and Lewis in that version?
With Vegemite.
Yeah,
With Vegemite
yeah,
as lube.
yeah, we're calling upon the entire Turtle Club fan club,
Yeah.
and we need you.
We need the Vegemite.
We need the Vegemite butt
Vegemite
butt
cut.
the Vegemite butt cut.
Yeah.
I also, who is Lewis's uncle?
Oh, the one who gets him into all
With
these
the
schemes.
meat market.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he like has
He-
all this advice for him, like don't get insurance. Like if you hit something, just keep driving. Like I want to know
Yeah,
who this guy is. Like
And this is the same uncle that like locked him in a fucking freezer and was laughing
yeah,
on
and
the other
that's
side of
new
the door.
information as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The
Yeah,
meat locker.
that's a new one. We might
That's
have
a new
to
line.
address this again next month. Who knows? But yeah, Sal talks about how his uncle locked him in a meat freezer
Yeah.
for a
I was
while,
just laughing on the other side of the door.
and like
Yeah, for
this,
4 hours.
Like, honestly, like it. I need to know who this uncle is. Like maybe he is integral to the plot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, this uncle's a fucking
He's the
asshole.
missing piece. He's the missing piece.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to make him work. He's a funnier
Yeah.
character than we've had in the
Sure,
past.
we said before.
if we can get Lewis's uncle working, everything falls into place.
Hold on. What if he's already in the movie?
No way.
What if
I
he's
think-
Mr. Smith?
Wait, what if
Maybe
he's
like-
driving?
yeah. Hold on. Wait a second.
If he's in a type of meat market, what if he's driving the truck that drops all those fish during the cop chase?
Whoa.
He- listen,
was
I'm not
sabotaging
saying
the
I know
cops.
who, but I think it's like National Treasure. We have to find the clues that lead us.
Mr. Jimmy
We're gonna
is his
find
uncle.
a 300-year-old pair of glasses and some brickwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, we know from watching the movie reversed on top of itself that Mr. Jimmy is the most important character in all of this. Is Mr. Jimmy Lewis's uncle?
No
They do
fucking
look alike.
way.
We never got a scene of
Whoa.
them
I
together.
can see it.
Yeah, you don't ever see them together except for the scenes that you do.
Yeah.
Maybe in the R-rated cut, they interact more, and he goes, "Hey, Unc."
Yeah.
Hey, Unc.
Is that how you talk to your uncles?
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
sounds weird. Sup,
That's
Unc?
that's how you talk to your uncles. Trust me. Is there anything else to be said about this shit?
Oh. The one
Okay, Christy.
yeah,
when
please.
he gets out of the airport and Mr. Jimmy like greets him and he goes, "Love you long time, GI, great."
Oh
Like when
yeah.
he first talks to him. Is that
What?
in the original cut? I couldn't remember.
No, I don't think so.
I thought that was
That's
actually
like a
kind of
racist
funny, but
reference
like
to
also
Full Metal
really
Jacket.
racist. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also like a Full Metal Jacket reference.
No, I don't think that. Yeah, you're right. That is one of the lines where I was like, I don't think that's in the original. But also, am I catching new
That
things
guy's a
or am I
fucking
just
edgelord.
paying attention?
Love you a long time, GI. Great.
Like,
what?
Frankie
My
is
God.
so weird. Like, he's such an edgelord.
Like, what a monster.
You know, it kind of it almost sets it up more when he says the R word stuff.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
that
a
he tried to kill him, like when he was
justified
younger.
payoff for his character.
He
Yeah.
tried
He was
to
like-
murder Charlie so
They
Sal
wait.
can get Anna to himself.
Did they say that in the original or in the theatrical release that they named a wing of the juvenile detention after him?
They
Yeah.
do. That is
Okay,
that
okay.
is
Yeah,
in the
we
original.
brought
We
that up
discussed that.
before.
'Cause
Okay,
that
okay.
makes no sense, right? Like, you only name something after someone if they've done something good.
Yeah, because
Like,
he
he was
donated
that
a ton of money
crazy.
to him. He wasn't in there. He just
He was
donated
that
a lot of money.
badass.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
just say it's like the donation, and they're like, okay, we took the donation in his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Like,
Uh,
imagine, like, you go to Arkham Asylum and it's like, yes, this is the Joker wing. We named it after him.
This is the Clayface wing.
It's like,
The clay
it's just, it's just, I don't know. I really am not enjoying my time watching this movie right now. This is way faster for me, I feel, than Master of Disguise was, as far as, like, misery
Yeah.
goes. Like, I think at this point I was still kind of enjoying Master of Disguise to some level. Because okay, do you guys remember last year? What was your lowest point last year, if you can remember this?
Right
Oh,
after I
God.
did the 30 viewings.
What was
remember.
it was all the way up until we had our buddy Chris on.
Probably when I got my hernia.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
No, I think my lowest place in this was either the episode with Flobo, where I tried to watch Blue and Master Disguise
Yeah.
together.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was a depressing episode, and then when Chris was on, that was a low point.
Yeah,
Not
like, we
because
were
of
out
Chris,
of content.
but
No, we
I-
were out of content.
I have a
Like,
prediction for next episode.
what do you think?
Eli's gonna come around and start loving the movie with me.
I think you'll be miserable by next episode.
No, I think I'm gonna be loving it still, and you're joining me.
So then wait, here, hold on. Before we close out, I wanna give like a quick shout out to the fan base here. So, season 2, the Turtle Club. I feel like we've really
What-
kind of
hold on.
settled into our own mentally.
What do you mean? What do you mean shouting out the fan base? You don't interact with the fan base at all.
Uh-huh.
You know nothing about our fan base.
Uh-huh.
Well, we know that they like Dave.
They love me.
But listen, Dave isn't the one talking to people on Twitter. He's not the one responding to emails.
Look,
He doesn't
as
even
the
know if
hero
the emails come in.
/podcast
Oh my
bad
God.
boy, I feel like I have a
Yeah.
lot to say here.
Dave's new title is Podcast Bad Boy.
That's
The
how
lore,
many
that
Dave
lore
heads
master
there?
shit, that was last year.
Yeah, that's
So many
last
Dave
season.
heads.
Yeah.
Dave is in his bad boy era.
Yeah, Dave season 2.
Dave
That's a
season
show.
2.
That's a real show.
I am sure that there are some
Yeah,
more
guys,
surprises.
we're on
down
it.
the- down the
We're
road.
Are you just
sponsored.
plugging? Are you just plugging Will Dickey's show?
Yeah, we're sponsored by Dave season 2.
Just season 2.
Dave
Just
season 2, episode 4.
That specific episode of Will Dickey's show.
Yeah, sponsored.
But yeah, I want to I mean, season 2, we're on our own. We've really kind of settled into this mentality, knowing that what we're doing. But I kind of want to shake it up a bit. Fans, I'm officially reaching out. I want fan art.
What?
Yeah.
Like, I just want anything you make. I'm gonna submit some of my own. It's gonna be great.
Where are you gonna see it? Dave? How are you gonna see it?
You're gonna
Now-
make fan art?
We're gonna make fan art, and we're gonna throw
It's
it on
not
the
fan
Twitter.
art if we're drawing ourselves.
No, not of
I mean,
us.
I'm a fan of me, so
Dave
yeah.
just said he's gonna make art.
I mean, I already did a fan art drawing of Kangaroo Jack if it was good.
Yeah, no, sure.
I tweeted it. It was great.
So feel free to tweet to the Turtle Club podcast at Turtle Club Pod with the hashtag Jackoff03.
Okay.
What?
Uh-huh.
Again, or just like for
Dave, that's something else. Dave, that's something else.
Yeah,
Oh wait, sorry, that's another event I'm running.
Yeah.
you're mixing up.
Yeah.
Honestly, hit us.
I genuinely don't think we'll get a lot of art out of this.
No.
When's the
Even if we
cutoff
get
date?
even if we get one, like the cutoff date here. I want at least one piece
Let's
of art from
make
our
a
lovely
contest.
fans.
I'll tell you what. Listen, I'm completely serious with this. We'll
Okay.
hold a contest, and our winner, we'll make you our banner on Twitter, and I will Venmo you $20.
You know what?
Okay,
I'll
that's
pitch in
fair.
$5 for that. I'll pitch in $5.
Yeah, I'll chip
Okay.
in. So yeah, whoever, if we only get one submission, then
You're
that
getting
person gets the $20.
Then
You're
you
getting
get
So
it.
you better fucking and listen. I anything counts because no one's gonna submit. So if you
Guys,
just
this is
send
an
in a
easy
stick
way to
figure-
make $30.
Yeah.
So you can either tweet that at us at Turtle Club Pod, or email it to us at
highly-
theturtleclub69@gmail.com.
Recommend using the actual hashtag KJO3.
No.
KJO.
Stop. We're not adding hashtag. This isn't a hashtag event. What are you talking about?
Oh, it is.
When's the cutoff? Are we doing looking?
I
Are we
want-
just gonna give them
I'm-
a couple months.
You know
By
what?
the
I'm
next recording?
feeling the cutoff not by next episode because I want to give some people a little bit more time. How about
What? No one's gonna
let's
put
go-
more than 10 minutes into their art, Dave.
let's go for June.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
June episode, that's the halfway point. I mean, we'll be good.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. We will go for the June episode, and if anyone draws fan art of
Us or
Kangaroo
the
Jack
or
Us,
the movie.
Kangaroo
people
Jack.
don't even know what we look like.
Listen, if you want to know what I look like,
Just-
what do I look
Bill-
like?
I'm super ripped.
Yeah, I'm super
Yeah.
fucking ripped.
Yeah, if you don't know what we look like, just make a persona for us.
I
Yeah.
cannot wear
Yeah.
shorts because my balls hang out the bottom
Yeah.
of them.
yeah.
I mean,
Eli
that's just
sounds
obvious.
like
You can hear it.
listen, guys. Eli sounds like he looks like he sounds. You know what I'm
I
saying?
am of
Yeah.
Puerto Rican descent.
Yeah. Yes. He
You know how it's
is.
usually like you get like big people with like really deep voices. He's like 6'4" with like the high voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 6'4". I'm super fucking ripped.
Yeah.
I've got weird hot dog skin like Hulk Hogan.
Wait. Oh my god, I've never thought of his skin described that way, but it
The hot
makes
dog
so much
skin.
sense.
So
That's
I've got-
upsetting.
I've got the weird hot dog skin, Hulk Hogan style. So just please draw that and draw me and Kangaroo Jack having a Foster's.
You know what? Why not? I'm calling for my own personal fan art. Can somebody draw me and Jackie Legs just
Dave,
Just
you have to
chilling
commission
with
this.
some-
Dave, you have to commission that one. We're not.
chilling with some candy? How about that?
Dave,
Uh-huh.
what do you look like? Describe it to the people.
All right. So depending on
Dave is a blonde Aryan.
Okay, I didn't want to like lead with that.
Yeah.
But sure.
Dox him.
Depending on the day,
Yeah.
I'm either like blonde 5'9" or like a brunette 5'3".
How do
It
you-
really kind of switches up during the week.
That's not.
If you've seen
Dave's a
if
true
you've-
weekend warrior, and every
Yeah,
single
look.
word.
if you've seen the movie Tangled, you know what he looks like. That's all. I'm
Okay,
gonna
just
say.
imagine Jackie
The
Legs
horse.
from Canarsie.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Now on Saturdays and Sundays, Dave is 5'11".
Yeah.
On Monday through Friday, he's 5'1".
Yeah.
You gotta squeeze it in on the weekends.
Yeah.
Squeeze what in?
You know.
Michael, tell them what
I
you
don't.
look like.
No.
You ever seen Handsome Squidward?
Yeah. Handsome
Yeah.
squid.
Michael has 3 arms,
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
One
one
hanging
of
to the
which
floor, if you know what I mean.
springs out of his
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, he's got 3 legs too.
Hanging out the back, if you know what I mean.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I. What?
He
That's
has
not what I was
3
implying.
legs plus a penis.
Wait,
Out the back.
are you just happy to see me?
Michael wears a spiked mohawk,
Yeah.
Think Guy Fieri with like
And-
the frosted tips.
and
Mhm.
every day he sings "Walking on the Sun" by Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
That's the wake up.
I can't name. I didn't know Smash Mouth had other music. To be honest with you, I don't think I.
You
can
don't know
name
"Walking on the
Smash
Sun"? You don't know
No.
"I'm a Believer"?
Pacific
Mouth.
Coast
No, I know I'm a
Party?
believer.
Pacific Coast Party.
That song
Where's
rocks.
your Smash Mouth lore, man?
Smash Mouth rocks.
Walking on the
Smash Mouth
sun.
has good shit, bro.
No.
It does. They do.
No.
Can't get enough of you. The morning comes. There's good shit.
Okay. Yeah, we're
Rat
all right.
Race.
We're sponsored by Smash Mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Succumb clean.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's the episode.
That's it. Yeah. Can't wait for this. Can't wait
just
for
like
this fan
just
art.
like Kangaroo Jack, our ending went on way too long.
No, it was good. There was a bit here. People need to know what we look like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the
now they
fans
have an
deserve to
idea
know.
of what we look like.
Yeah, the fans really do deserve to know if they're going to be
And
making fan
if you
art
want
of
to draw Christy, he looks like a little French bulldog.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I look like a French bulldog.
Like, that's
Exactly
actually
like
pretty.
a French bulldog. Like
That's
in every
really
way.
spot on. though.
Holy
like,
yeah.
legit.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I straight up
Oh.
see that.
Christian.
Like if you look at a French bulldog, you have seen Christy.
In what way?
Dude,
Yeah,
how?
in all the ways
what do you
that
mean?
matter,
In
pal.
what way? In what
all
way
the ways
isn't it?
in all the fucking ways that matter.
The other day I saw a French bulldog on the street. And I was like, Christy
There's
Yeah.
no way.
from
Charlie?
high school.
We're ending. No. Goodbye, everyone. We will see you in a month.
I miss Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out Nicole.
Shout out Nicole. Shout out Sarah. I want that fan art. Let's go. Do it
You know
now.
what? Sarah probably could do some fan art. Sarah, do it.
Sarah,
Whenever
come
you
on.
catch
I
up to
believe
this
in you.
episode.
Hey,
She's
hey,
not listening to it.
don't pressure her.
Whenever she catches
Yeah.
up to this episode, Sarah, please draw Christy the French bulldog. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Who are
Bye.
these people?
All right, all you turtos and turtettes. That's the show. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.